Welcome back to the Normalize 2012 YouTube channel. So today's video, I am going to be discussing 5 reasons why your hair is dry and what you can do about it. And so I want to talk about dry hair because that is something that could prevent you from retaining length, from achieving your hair goals, or from achieving the health that you want for your hair, all because you have dry hair. So there's a lot of reasons why you could have dry hair. I'm just going to discuss 5 of them and then tell you what you can do about it. So the first one is you are using products incorrectly. So if the product is saying that it's like a gel, for example, and you're using it to seal in your hair for a style, for example, if you do a twist out and you want a certain look, so you seal your hair in with gel, because that's what you're doing. If you apply the gel after your products, you're sealing it in with the gel. Then and then when you wear your hair out, it looks great, but in a couple of days your hair is going to start to get dry because that gel was not used, or it's not meant to be used for a sealant. So that's just one example. Another example, if you're using, like, people are using mousse on their hair a lot these days, and so if you're using mousse on your hair as a product for sealing in your hair, then that is a reason why your hair may be dry, because you are using the product incorrectly. It's not meant for that. It's meant to style your hair with, not necessarily to help retain moisture. The second reason why your hair may be dry is because you are not layering products. So for example, I talk about 2 different methods that I use for my hair. So I use the LOCO method, LOCO, or the LCO method. So the LOCO method is basically the lock method, but with an O on the end. So starting with your liquid, your oil, your cream, and then sealing it in with an oil. So many of you may still use the lock method, but the lock method doesn't necessarily aid in long-term moisturization and keeping your hair moisturized longer, because the products are not layered correctly. Whenever you apply a cream, you want to make sure you're sealing it in, so that, or you can seal it in with the oil or butter, but you want to make sure that you're sealing it in so that you can retain moisture longer without having to go without having to moisturize your hair again in such a quick time. And also it helps your style last a little longer if you seal in the product with the oil, because the oil adds sheen to your hair. So that is also a benefit of layering your products correctly. The other method you can use is the LCO method, which is the liquid, cream, and oil, which is when you eliminate one of the oil options and just use one oil. And just to go back to the LOCO method, whenever you're doing that method with 2 oils, you want to make sure that you're using 2 different types of oils. One oil that's a lighter oil, and one oil that's going to be able to seal your hair in. So something that's heavy enough to seal it in, but doesn't necessarily weigh your hair down. So I like to use avocado oil. Some people use castor oil, or people use a butter, but I like to use avocado oil because it's not as heavy, but it has enough heaviness where it does seal in my hair so that I can maintain the style longer without having to re-moisturize my hair. And on the talk of moisturizing, so the third tip as to why you may have dry hair is that you are not re-moisturizing your hair. So you're styling your hair today, and then you won't like put products in it again until it's time to re-wash your hair, or you wait too long to re-moisturize your hair. That's also a reason why you may have dry hair. You want to make sure that you are moisturizing your hair, depending on your hair type and what's going on with your hair, at least at a minimum 2 days, but up to like 3 to 4 days maximum is when you want to re-moisturize your hair. Some people can go a little longer than that, depending on how you're layering your products and with the type of products that you are using. But for the most part, you want to make sure that in between wash days, so between day 1 and day 14 of wash day, if you wash your hair every 2 weeks, you want to make sure that in between all those days that you are re-moisturizing your hair so that your hair is not dry, right? And also that even helps with your wash day, because you're going into your wash day with semi-moisturized hair, so it'll be easier to detangle your hair while washing it, and it won't feel as dry, and you won't have to do as much work on wash day because you went all of those days in between wash day re-moisturizing your hair. So that's a tip for sure, making sure that you're re-moisturizing your hair, not only re-moisturizing your hair, but re-moisturizing it properly, either using the LOCO method or the LCO method. and making sure that you use the products correctly, using what the products are meant to be for, okay? So the fourth reason your hair may be dry is in regards to washing your hair is you waited too long to wash your hair. And so what you want to do is, so for example, if it's been sometimes your hair may need to be washed at different times. Sometimes you may be able to go every 2 weeks, and then sometimes you may have to wash your hair sooner than that, or you can prolong it a little bit more depending on what you were doing with your hair and all the manipulation, etc. But for the most part, if you put in, for example, let's say if I re-moisturize my hair today and the next day it's already dry, that means that it's probably time to rewash my hair, to reset my hair so that I can start off fresh again. So if you re-moisturize your hair and it's immediately dry, like it doesn't even give you at least 2 days without having to re-moisturize again because your hair is like, it just zapped all the moisture in, then it may be time for you to reset your hair with a wash day, depending on, again, like what you were doing with your hair before. So it may be time for you to reset your hair with the wash day because your hair is not going to retain any moisture in it if it's just going to get dry right away. So you need to go ahead and reset it and start over anew. Today, the fifth tip as to why your hair may be dry is because you are wearing your hair out too much. So contrast to what you may see, that my hair may be out on social media a lot, you may see that, but technically, let me tell y'all, I rarely, when I say rarely, I really mean rarely, wear my hair out at all. I probably wear my hair out maybe like the 10%, even probably less, that we're supposed to do during this protected style challenge. So like, for example, my hair is out right now, but I just had my hair in 2-strand twists, and I literally just took them out just for this video, and they're gonna put it right back into twists. So it may appear that my hair has been out all day or whatever, but it hasn't. It was in 2-strand twists. I took it out for this video, and I'm gonna put it right back in twists. So and also with my pictures, if you see me posting on Instagram or wherever you follow me, you may see that my hair is out. My hair is out for that picture, and then it's right back into a protected style, whether that's, plaits or twists or whatever it is. My hair is, I'm not wearing my hair out a lot. So if you're wearing your hair out a lot, it's get exposed to like the air, the elements of the world, like dust and everything, and that could dry your hair out faster than if you would have kept it protected in some kind of way, like kept your ends protected, for example. And also, if you're wearing your hair out a lot, it'll be, on your shirt, brushing against your shirt or your jacket, depending on the type of texture your shirt is, that would cause your hair to get dry as well. And so again, wearing your hair out a lot or often, doesn't even have to be a lot, but just wearing it out often could be a reason why your hair is dry. And so to combat that, you want to make sure that you're implementing, if you like to wear buns, like doing a low bun or a high bun or a roll tuck a pin, doing something to keep your hair not as exposed to the world or to the outside, to the heat outside, the cold air outside, and everything that's flying in the air. You want to make sure that you're keeping it protected as much as you can, reasonably can, so that you can have more moisturized hair without it getting dry so soon. So that's all I have for this video. Again, I just talked about 5 tips, 5 ways that your hair could be dry and what you can do about it. And so if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and comment below if you follow some of these tips if your hair is dry, and I will see you in the next video.